Solaris Budgets here, and I'm on a journey to ensure a better financial future for myself by budgeting, prop money, cash stuffing and doing savings challenges. So welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Being a little bit cheeky this morning, I'm actually filming this video before work because for some reason I woke up super early this morning and was just like, let's just crack out a video. And yeah, I was going to go to the gym, but I don't know why, I'm just in a lot of my joints kind of hurt this morning, so I've decided I'm going to do a lunchtime walk instead, rather than the gym. That is information that you probably just don't care about, but hey ho, it is what it is. So I hope you're doing okay. Today we're going to be cash stuffing for week 4 of May. I feel like we're still in March. I don't know where April went, and I don't really know where May is going either. It's just going, and then suddenly so I'm filming this on the Wednesday, you'll see this on the Saturday. I'm going to stick to a Saturday upload schedule. I think just because it just works out a lot better than if I went to a Sunday one, so I'll do my best to get the week 1 of June up for Saturday. So other things, I'm really sorry, my previous video I sounded really out of it, I sounded really miserable, and I don't know, I just wasn't great. And maybe I shouldn't have filmed that day, but I felt like because I had the day off, I might as well make the most of it. And I think what was happening was I was really stressed about my car. This is the 3rd garage it's been to about this problem. So I took it for its service, and that's that morning when I took it for its service, Sod's Law, that error came up on the dashboard. They said to take it to the garage because they couldn't do anything about it, and they showed me 4 pages of faults, which is when you get shown 4 pages of faults, you're just like, oh my god, freaking out. It had passed its MOT not a couple of weeks before, so I was kind of annoying. Took it to the garage I bought it from, and they tried to do diagnostics on it, but they couldn't find anything, so they recommended taking it to the official Vauxhall garage 25 miles away from where we are. And it just, having to drive a car when you know there's errors on it, and from Googling, because you know what you do when you have something going on, you Google it. A lot of people were saying they were driving and then suddenly the brakes would just, clamp up. You wouldn't be able to unlock your car again, you would just basically stop. And I just didn't want to do that on dual carriageway or on any of the roads around us because it's just really busy. And just the absolute fear of that, plus could they get to the bottom of this issue? And is this am I going to have to pay out of pocket for this? Was just a lot. And I knew when I took it to the garage I bought it from, they said they didn't charge me a thing because the car's in warranty. And then when they said when you go to the Vauxhall garage, contact them rather than contact me because it's in the warranty. And thankfully it was a known issue with that make of the car. They've sorted it. I went and picked it up yesterday evening. It is home. I'm so happy because of having to spend money on it, and I've got my car back. And now we don't use it. It's technically my car, but my partner also uses it as a passenger, if that makes sense. But I don't know. We don't use it every day, thankfully. We don't have to use it to get to work or run errands or anything, which I'm incredibly grateful for. Because when I took it to the Vauxhall garage, they didn't give a courtesy car for diagnostics, and yeah, I could have gotten one basically, but I would have had to travel back and forth on the train to get there, and that just cost more money, and as we didn't need it, it wasn't the end of the world. But anyway, it is what it is. The car's back now. I'm really relieved. I didn't realise how not empty, but how restricted I would feel. It'd be oh, I want to go to the garden centre, but I can't go to the garden centre because I haven't got the car with me, etc. And just the thought of I don't know, this is the first time I've dealt with a problem with the car, and I just was I don't know why I have a car. It's something we don't need, it's a want, not a need, etc, etc. But actually having the car for us is really useful, especially when visiting friends or travelling to see our parents. It's actually a lot cheaper and sometimes a lot quicker for us to drive rather than get the train, which is stupid. I could go on a whole rant about public transport and the cost of public transport, and if you want to encourage people not to use the cars as much and take public transport, it should be cheaper. But yeah, my car is home in the garage. I need to give it a charge. I need to remember to do that at some point over the weekend. But yeah, so I am a happy person today, and I've gone on one of my rambles again. So today we're going to be cash stuffing £345. It's also a very exciting cash stuffing today. If some of you may be following along, for a while, you know that we will be fully funding my wedding today. Our wedding today, which is very exciting, but we'll deal with that when we get to it. So £345 for cash stuff in today. Let's count the cash. There's a lot of 5s in this. So we got 150, 70, 90, 210, 220, 230, 235, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. A lot of 5s, but that's what it is. So, let's just put some of that the right way. A lot of that's going into challenges, which is really exciting because it's like a lot of side hustle money that got paid out over the past few weeks, which is nice. And then some of it is just a regular job income thing. Anyway, so first of all, we assign ourselves £20 of personal spending money a week. With that, what we do is first we play roll a match. So if you don't know this, what you do is you roll a lovely coloured dice. This is from Eva at the Rocking Witch. If you get 3 of the same colour in a row, I don't know why I'm reading this right. 3 of the same colour, you put in 5. If you get different colours, you put in 10. We've got pink, pink, pink. I don't know why I went for such a light pink and such a dark purple. I think next time I do this, which will be next time, I love reusing challenges, then I will be doing a different pink. So it's £5 going into that challenge. And while we're here, we're going to do the 2025 savings challenge, and this is from the Solaris Budget. If you've got the 12 days of colour and don't want to see what the things are, I'm going to turn this over now to put stuff into it and it will come up, so you've been warned. Let's just put 5 into this. Oh, we're going to use that pen? We are going to use the smaller Sharpie. So we're going to put 5 into this. And we'll be finishing that next week, because it will still be May next week, and then we'll come back and do the rest of the challenges later. So putting £10 into personal spending. Oh, I forgot I had £5 left over in that. So I got £350. There was me assuming I'd spent all my money and I hadn't. Right. So the next binder we go into is what is known as my yellow binder, but it's actually a taupe colour. And this is for my annuals. So you've got to remember we're going to put £5 into Christmas. So Christmas has £105 now. Then we're going to put £20 into annual bills. So I might be able to cross something today actually. Annual bills has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 65. And annual bills is for stuff like TV license, water, our toilet roll subscription, contents, insurance, etc. And it's going to start kicking off soon because all our stuff comes out like end of July, August. Car annuals is going to get 20, and car annuals is for, so car annuals has got 70. Car annuals is for car insurance, car tax, which we'll have to pay next year. It's MOT and service, and that is it. And that is it for that binder. Next binder we're going into is my purple binder, and this is for my variable sinking funds. We have used some money out of here. I did take some money, some cheeky money from travel and car. So health has got £10. Car, I took 5 out. Now it's got £10, and hopefully now we'll be working on building car up, and that car fund is for charging and any parking. And I have been a bit cheeky, and it's also been for any time I have to travel for the car, like to take it, like to go back from garages and stuff like that. Travel is going to get 5, so travel has 5. Gifts is going to get 5. which means gifts has 20, 40, 60, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. Self-care is going to get 5. So self-care has 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, and I have got my hair and eyebrows next month, which is very exciting. I was going to do my hair every 4 months, but then I decided that while I'm trying to grow my hair out for a wedding, I'm going to grow it out, so I'm just going to get it done every 6 months, just to make sure that it's still, you know, healthy and get rid of dead ends. Skincare is going to get 5, which means skincare has 10, 15, 20. And then fitness. Oh, I made some new trackers. I quite enjoy doing this. It's really fun. So I made this fitness fund. I probably should fill this in, but I will do that off camera. Actually, maybe I'll do that now. So each icon is 5. There are 10 icons. I will be putting this up on my Etsy shop digitally, definitely. Physically, usually when I make things, I make them in sets of 3. And what I did is I went and I laminated them. I used my last sheet of laminate, and when I was cutting them out, 2 of them had dog hair on. And I was like, I do not sell, even for oopsies, I do not sell that kind of stuff. An oopsie would be like, maybe it has a little speck of dust, maybe there's a printing error, maybe there's a cutting error. That's where I would do an oopsie. If it has like hair in it, absolutely no. I don't do that. Which, yeah, so I only had 1 left. I don't have any laminate. I need to order some more laminate. When I do, I will put them up as physical items. So what colour do we want to do? Let's do purple. Let's do it in 5, so let's do these. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, it will go off my shop because fitness is 15. Fitness has 15. Home, another one I made. Again, I don't know what it is. I just really like making these things. So as soon as I think I have a need for one, or feel like I have a need for one, I do it. Home's come back in because, well, Home's not getting anything. This is my low priority stuff. Home, we realised, so we have pots that we bought when we were in the first year of undergrad, which is about 8, 9 years ago, 10 years ago almost. Like, things are starting to fall apart, and just, we actually need to be putting stuff in here, because things are falling apart to the point where they're not repairable. So yeah, that I will have some physical options and some digital ones, digital downloads available. Should be in the next few days. I'll put them on Etsy. But yeah, that's it for that binder. Don't know why I did that there, but you know. Then we've got my long-term binder. So Ireland is getting 25. Which means now Ireland has 1, 2, 20, 40, 45, 50. So 250. And I think I can colour off another wing. Each wing is 20, but I can't do, yeah. So each wing is 20. And I'll condense that off camera. Holiday is fully funded. Wedding, here we go. So, wedding is going to get 165 today. 165. Which means, let's just put that out the way. Wedding has 10, 20, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 70, 80, 90, 30. So there is now 30,000 in the wedding fund. So let's get rid of all of these. Let's put that 10 in there, and then let's put that fully funded. So that is the wedding fund fully funded. Little spoiler alert, it's actually not 30,000 in there. I've been keeping track of what we spent, and we have paid some deposits. When I do the, like, our count ups of what's in the binders, I will tell you what we've spent out of the 30, if that makes sense. It will, because it's in a bank account, it does gain interest. I won't track. Will I track the interest? No, I want to see how much of the 30 we spend, and then anything else could be a buffer, but we don't need to track that, if that makes sense. So we can colour that in. Now I'm really hoping we don't touch this again, because we've got emergency funds sorted and all that good stuff. So that's gonna be nice, bringing all those placeholders into the binders again. Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy. That was something we had sort of done a couple of months ago, and then I decided to move money about for emergency fund and a dog at the time, and then move money around again, because you know that's sensible. House deposit's not getting anything, car maintenance is not getting anything, and emergency fund is not getting anything. So now that the wedding is funded, the next priority is car maintenance fund, because after this scare of my car, I kind of realised that I wanted some sort of fund for like things that need to be done. So like if the tyre needs replacing, or you know the brake pads need sorting out, stuff like that, I wanted a separate fund for that, because it isn't an emergency if I know it's going to happen at some point, if that makes sense. So what we're going to try and do is aim to get 1,000 in a car maintenance fund, and then after that, once that is funded, we are going to focus on house deposit, because I feel like we will have covered, you know, we have the 6 months emergency. I have a 6 months emergency fund, or it is a 3-month emergency fund if both of us suddenly lose our jobs. Our emergency fund is an emergency fund. I know there's a lot of debate on what emergency funds are used for, and it's entirely up to you, but I feel a lot safer with that money in a bank account that is specifically for if hits the fan, basically. That is what that is for. That is not to be touched for things that we know are coming. So yeah, that is what that is for. So that is just my opinion. That is not financial advice whatsoever, and you do what you find better for you, basically. So now that that is all done, we have a lot of money for savings challenges. So we need to put £15 into the 12 days of colour, because we rolled off, well, we only need to put 12, but I'm going to round it up to 15 because I don't really like working with coins. So what we're going to do is do that, and then we're going to scratch off 2 that we need to owe money for next week, although we might, because we have so much, we might be able to do that this week. So what one do we want to do? Let's roll a 12-sided dice and see what we get, and that will just help us choose. 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is a 4. Let's do another one. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. Oh, if only I knew where there was a 1, that'd be great. So that is 9 going in there. Do I put that money in now? So let's just check that. Those purple ones. Because I've quite a lot. I might do that now. So what we're going to do is round that up to 10. Put that in. And then colour off 2 that we absolutely will be doing next week. So let's do this again. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that red? Oh, do you know what? I'm going to count that as the 10. Oh, I'm really cheating with this. That is 10. So let's do that, because we put that in anyway. And let's, if I don't finish this challenge, just like 2. 1, 2. That is another 5. Okay. This is all for next week now. So that's a 5 and a 3. 1, 2, 3. So that is 7 for next week. Am I right? Yeah. 7 for next week. Oh, I can get carried away doing that because it's so fun. 5 of Friday is getting 5. As it does every week. Penny challenge, we don't stuff. Right, we're going to roll a 6-sided dice. Whatever it lands on is we put £5 in. We're going to continue until we have run out of money. So let's get my 6-sided dice. 2. And apart from challenge 1, if we finish any of the challenges, 4, it will go into whatever big savings goal we're working on. So at the moment it will be the car maintenance fund. 2. 6. After we've done the car maintenance fund, and once that's fully funded, we'll be working on the house deposit, and that's all just going to feed into my 1k binder that I made. Right. 2. We've got a love for challenge 2. So I'm just going to note this down. So challenge 1 got nothing, challenge 2 got 15, and challenge 2 is this cupcake challenge from the housewife's budget. So we can cross off 3. Each one of these cupcakes is £5. Oh god, losing everything. Challenge 3 got nothing, challenge 4 got 10. So this is my own challenge, this is Sakura savings. So let's cross off 1, 2. And then you can choose like what cherry blossom petals you want to include in it. Or you can basically you can choose what icons you want to include for whatever challenge that you want, for whatever amount you want to save. And challenge 6 got 5. So this is Blooming Budgets, also by the Housewife's Budget. So we've got 5 here today, and what I'll do is I'll round that out to the 15 off camera. Because yeah, otherwise this video is going to be very, very long. Right. Close it just about. So that's it for this week's video. Thank you so much for getting to the end of the video. Sorry for all the rambling. But yeah, very exciting. We have fully funded wedding, which just takes the pressure off a little bit now that it's there. I know that money, it is quite a lot of money. I completely understand that's not everyone's wedding budget. We are incredibly lucky that we were able to have that amount for our wedding. I do not want to spend that amount on our wedding. So that also includes, I know I've already said the interest will be a buffer, but I kind of want that in the spreadsheet that I've done, that I probably won't share the breakdown for, but I have included a buffer in that. And yeah, so maybe hopefully we'll be able to move some of that money into the house deposit once that the wedding is done. But yeah, very, very exciting. We are incredibly lucky. I acknowledge that we are incredibly fortunate that we can do that. Next big thing is this car maintenance fund. Very excited to have one of those, so that if anything else goes wrong, we can sort it out. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week for June week 1. I can't believe we are entering month 6 very soon. So thank you. I hope you all have a lovely week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.